Business brands are dead. Dying. But this is something Yana and I have been saying for a while, and with some of the newest updates and things that they're doing on Instagram and across a lot of platforms, you're seeing it come to fruition. And that is that Instagram and all of social media basically started to become business media. It wasn't social media. There was a lot of that, and now they're cracking down on it. So people are getting. I was talking to Yana about this at my birthday dinner. They're getting cracked down on like when they make income claims about their clients' income. It's more the latter than the former, or just like stuff where you make income claims is not pushed out as much algorithmically, and they're playing with the idea, if you haven't heard of it, of introducing like different tiers where you pay a monthly thing to get greater like reach or something like that. Not reach, I think that's the wrong term, but it's something to that effect, to really crack down on the business owner side of things, because they're monetizing as well. And that is why what we've been saying for a while, and now is the time to do that. And the biggest thing is you have to not do what the masses are doing. You can't just conform entirely to that. You can't have 100%. What's good, Denzel? You can't do what the majority of people are doing. You have to zig when everyone else is zagging. And that's the way to stay ahead as well. Of course, you can have some foundation of doing what's current and what's good, but you can't solely do that because trends change. Things will happen. Things are always evolving. So you have to stay ahead of what is going on right now. Because if all you do is if all you do is in accordance with what's right now, you're not building for the future. And that's where you're seeing people who have gone super business focused now be like, oh, what now? Like, my content's not doing as well. Like, my business is suffering in that. And that's because people now, in particular, are more interested in seeing the man behind the business, the person behind the business. And that's the kind of content that's doing better. It's more the personal branding side of things. That's why Yana and I are so big on that. Because people just don't want to see corporations. They want to see the people behind them and actually, almost because social media allows you to do this, interact with them on a personal level and understand their values. Those shared values, because that's what people ultimately are aligning with more and more nowadays. So it is poignant. Poignant? No, it is important. Maybe poignant was the right word, who knows. But it is really important that is what you are prioritizing. The man behind the brand, because it's not just about the brand anymore, it's about the personal side of things. And I think that's a fantastic opportunity. Personally, that's what I myself like doing, is having the personal brand side of things. It's me, my interests as well, and like what I'm passionate about, what I'm good at, what I have an affinity for. So I've built my brand in a way that is built around my personality, as I just mentioned, but also built around my strengths. The things that I am good at are at the forefront of my brand. I don't have to build something the exact same way as someone else, because people don't want that. People want your personality to be there, but they also want the value and the ability to, if that's what you're doing, work with you in some way, shape, or form, that capacity. So you have to have content and a brand that caters to that. You can't just, like I say, you can't go to business, with personal brand. You can't go too personal and you can't go too brand. Because if it's personal, you're just a personal Instagram account. And there's not as much value as there could be. And that's where I see PTs in particular, they're just kind of like sharing what they're doing, and they're like, hey, work with me, and then crickets. And then like, why does no one want to work with me? But, online coaches in particular, if you're a PT and you share what you're doing, then it works a bit more to your advantage, because, you're actually already working with people. Online coaching, obviously, working with people. Anyway, so not too personal, but not too brand. Brand is like, the way I see that is if you're just putting information out there. It's just a bunch of information. It's not really value focused, and it's not conversion focused for your ideal client. So you're not really helping people. You're just dumping information out there and being like, figure it out yourself kind of thing. But then asking people to work with you. So I don't think that's the way to go. And a lot of this is based on, well, all of this essentially is based on observation of what I've seen not work for other people, what I've seen work for other people, what I've seen work for myself, and what I've seen work for Yana. Obviously, she's other people as well. But that's just something really important you have to realize. So the two biggest things to understand are stay ahead of the curve. And like your uniqueness is also in you and your unique ability to express your ideas and your values. That's really important. That kind of became number 2. So yeah, the personal brand. So show more of that. That's what I'm working on with my clients as well right now. Yes, even if you have a service, if you have a product, it's more like people, because people don't want to be sold to. Like they don't want to open up their TikTok or their Instagram and just see, like even if you're making organic content, you're not sponsored or you're not running an ad, people don't want to see that most of the time. They want a brand they can get behind. They want to know your mission. They don't want to feel like they're just watching ads as soon as they open up. Ads, super easy to skip. Most of the time, as soon as we register something's ad, gone. But if you can build a brand, and this is where it will be more enjoyable for you as well, for most people anyway, for most guys, is build a brand, have it be personable, something that you care about as well. You can put this at the forefront of the brand. You don't have to. I would recommend it, but like your vision for like, or your why as well, have that in there. Don't just do that all the time. But that's important to incorporate, as well as, I lost my train of thought. So and have some style to it with your content, not just basically have something people can get on board with, that is genuinely interesting and unique, and not like, it's not like you're there just to sell something. That is something you are doing, but if you just make that the frontmost facing thing, then it's like people just say, I don't really want to be sold to all the time. It's like, see it as it's something that I do, or like it is a byproduct of me showing up, providing value, building this brand, and then people get behind that. People want to be a part of something that they resonate with. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what you want to build. And that's what's going to pay dividends. The cool thing is, even if 4 years ago you didn't start doing this, a year ago you didn't start doing it, 6 months ago, blah, 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 now's the time. Just start now. Just start posting, and get better and better. Oh, yes, this was a quick little update I was going to do as well, because it's pretty much bedtime for me, is I'll do more of a live update with some numbers and that. Not that it's just about the numbers, because I just did a post on how it's not just about your engagement, the likes and all of that. It's actually more about what converts, because we're not trying to be influencers here. We're running a business fueled by our passion and using the online space, social media, as a platform for doing so. But I've been doing a little challenge for myself where I'm doing 4 pieces of content a day for 100 days. And so I'm doing 400 pieces of content, because I saw someone, they were like, oh yeah, I took my account from here to here. And I wasn't like, oh yeah, I want to grow my account necessarily in that way. But I like the concept of like a little challenge for yourself, but essentially wanting to hone the skill of creating good, valuable content that really helps people and, converts the right people into working with you. To really build upon that skill, to be great at it, to have a level of mastery of it. And obviously it's going to take longer than 100 days to do that. But I just like the idea, because this guy did 300 pieces of content in 90 days. So I was like, 400 in 100 just resonates with me a little bit better. And I know that I'm going to take that approach and do that for the next 10, 20, 30 years, however long it takes. But that's the idea. And I'm really wanting to front load the skill right now. That's something that I've done with most everything. That's one of the best ways to do things, because you get over that learning curve, the initial learning curve, which is the steepest learning curve. a lot faster and like more solidly when you're willing to put in quality time and effort into doing the things. And a lot of that is just frequency, getting in there. I did that with martial arts. I did that with like online business. I did that with personal training. So it's a lot of get in there, do it, do the work. And then you'll just learn so much through doing that. Even with like in the business side of things, I did that with like cold DMs. I was sending out 100 a day, having conversations, maxing out the amount that Instagram would let me do. But yeah, that is just something I'm doing. I'll share some updates, some numbers, because it actually has gone really well. I think I've done it for a week now. I don't know how many weeks 100 days is, but I'll basically be doing that. How many weeks in 100 days? 14 weeks. Oh, okay. It's not even that long. But yeah, I'm going to be doing it for a while. Should be good, at least that one. So yeah, I'm gonna head to bed. Keep it all gravy, baby. Catch you guys on the flippity flip. I'm gonna feed these guys first. Look at this guy. He's gone. All right. Keep it all gravy, baby. Bye.